Hello, it's me again. As you can tell, my glasses are different. This has been one of those weeks where if it isn't one thing, it's a freaking another. But thankfully all the things that have broken have been small, easy to replace. If I hadn't had the money to replace my glasses, my son would have paid for them. I found some really cool looking ones that were Foster Grant, but they were like really expensive. I don't know which brand this is. They were like $11 or something. In a $6 area. But they're metal frames, so that was what I wanted. Um, because the plastic ones keep breaking every few months, so that's part of it with that. You get the cheap plastic ones and they just break. So, at least I get a few months out of them. So hopefully these ones will last longer. Um, I already like the way they look a little bit better. I like to have the bigger lenses so that I can, because I'm an artist and I like to see all around me, um, so that I don't miss detail. And that's just me. And then a couple days ago, when Eli went to take a shower, the shower thing kind of started doing weird stuff and like came off the thing. Um, so the whole shower thing that they had set up in there needed to be replaced. And the thing is, it was this one little stupid plastic washer thing that broke. And it was like, Eli called it EMO or EMS or something, meaning that the manufacturer only, that manufacturer that made the shower head assembly is the only person that makes them. So good luck getting replacement parts. And we couldn't find the manufacturer's name or the style on it anywhere because it's just like the head with the hose, so you can like spray yourself how you want to. Um, so that was frustrating, but Eli did still have some of that extra money, so we were able to take care of that too. And the one that he got was really easy assembly to put on, and it uses standard rubber washers, O-rings, I think is what they're called. So if those dissipate or whatever it is, succumb to the elements, but they will be replaceable. We won't have to replace the entire shower assembly just to be able to have the shower functioning. So it's just been one of those weeks. It's thankfully it's little stuff, and thankfully we've had the money to replace them and get it fixed. I don't know whose shower head assembly it was, so I'm hoping the landlord doesn't get mad if we move out and um he realizes it's not the same shower head assembly. So um yeah, that's a thing. But he might actually appreciate that we'd replaced it with a nicer assembly if it was his. um and it wasn't really that big of a fix, so yeah. So I don't know if the landlord had regular shower heads or if he'd had the fancy assembly. I do know that he has a habit of buying things secondhand, and that could be why we couldn't find any information about it. It could just be an old shower head assembly, and that would explain why this stupid plastic piece broke. Um, but yeah, I don't want to grumble about him too much because the things that we've been having fixed lately seem to make the house work a lot better. The lights aren't flickering anymore, which means that whatever was going on with the power box that the electrician fixed very simply was why the lights were flickering. So that was a really easy fix. Uh, Trying to think. Yeah, so even though we've had a few stressful little things breaking down, I'm trying really hard not to be like, oh, this year sucks, because it's just little shit. It's just little cheap shit that was probably gonna break down anyway, at some point anyway, and they all just picked this week to do it. I've noticed when things like that happen, it tends to mean that there's some kind of a change. Um, I'm hoping it's a good one because things have been really rough for just about everybody lately, and we're in some pretty particular precarious financial and everything situations. Just worldwide, everything's just precarious right now. Um, I know we'll be okay, because I know even in the Great Depression, when that was like the worst financial situation in modern history, people survived it by keeping their heads. You made sure your rent or mortgage or whatever was paid. You'd keep your lights on. You'd pay the other bills. You'd make sure there's food on the table. And then if you had money after that, you would buy the things like the food and not food, fancier foods, clothing, appliances, dishes, stuff like that that you might actually need. And I should also add furnishings because that's a thing. Um, and I was talking to my daughter about she found out she doesn't have a credit score, and it found out that because Equifax doesn't know where she's at. Really, they know where I'm at, and I don't work. How is But I am actually going to try to start paying off my debts once I get a little bit more stable income. And I have noticed that though the sales have dropped off for January, they may start coming back up. Um, Famous Joe's is doing Facebook posts, and I should probably find it and share it, or comment on it or something so that people know that I'm here and I'm willing. Um, And I'm trying so hard. I got so much to do. I'm almost overwhelmed. I've got to get these little bees, these little Valentine's bees done. Aren't they so cute? It'll work for Easter, so even if I'm a little behind, it'll be fine. I want to do some green ones for St. Patrick's Day, and I got to do some St. Patrick's Day spook cam buddies. But right now, I'm kind of panicking to get everything ready for Valentine's Day. I mean, literally kind of panicking because I realized that I have 11 doll dresses set up. The four of them, or plans for 11 doll dresses. Four of them are St. Patrick's. I'm not expecting the Hello Kitties to be that popular for St. Patrick's, but I'm going to do a few of them and test out the waters with that. Um, but that means I have 7 dolls that I have to finish right away, and I don't know if I have enough yarn. I don't have enough for all 11 dolls and the Spookan Buddies, so and especially with needing to replace my glasses, I'm glad I didn't buy a whole bunch of yarn when I thought I had the money. Ugh. But if I can get the 7 dolls I need to do to finish to prepare for Valentine's Day, then I can get yarn to do the other 4 later, when I get my paycheck for January, which I am gonna have enough money to do some yarn stuff. So um hopefully I can get a few more sales and rack up my check a bit more and um, be able to do stuff like that. And my head's feeling a little foggy. I was really hoping to get more housework done today, but I guess that's not going to happen. I'm trying to scrub up the kitchen a bit. The stove needs to be cleaned like every other day because certain people don't know how to cook without slopping everything all over the place. And they can't get it out of the pan. Like with me, when my neurals are acting up, I have a hard time getting things out of the pan. But they like all the time. And I don't know if that's like I'm in a hurry to eat because I'm tired and I want to go to sleep thing, or if it's just a I don't fucking care kind of thing. Because, I live with millennials and yeah, that's a thing. But they're not terrible. I'm thinking like I saw a homeless guy's really horrible tent set up, and I'm thinking, these guys might drive me nuts, but at least I'm not like trying to figure out how to sleep under a bridge. When my tent's all tore up. So yeah, that's something. And all of the issues that I'm having that I feel that I'm having, the things that they're bugging me the most about is pretty much normal living with other people kind of things. If they get tired or whatever and they let the guard down and they don't necessarily pay attention to whether or not something might be considered rude by somebody else. Like they'll steal your food and not replace it, and the toilet seat doesn't get put down, and um oh, what's the other thing? The one roommate keeps snipping at me about the packages. He thinks I'm not watching for the shipping packages. He has been talked to about that, so he's getting better about it. Because I don't have any control over UPS. I'm actually expecting a package today. No idea where it's actually at. So, yeah, but at least I know I can read the tracking. I've realized that my son can't read the tracking either. But I'm proud of my son also for being able to figure out the shower assembly. I was correct on how to put it together. It was very simple. Like I said, the new one has the standard O-ring washers, so if it breaks, we can fix it. Because the little rubber washer things, they don't stand up to some of the pressures as well as the rest of the assembly, so they kind of wear down. They'll wear down the quickest, but they're really inexpensive to replace if they're using standard type O-ring washers. If they're not, good luck. But yeah, we fixed that. So we just haven't really. It's been one of those weeks, and I'm really hoping that that's a good sign for my Social Security. Because, like I said, I noticed when things start breaking down, that's usually a sign or of a change, or like you don't have any money. It's like the universe knows, so it's like, yeah. Okay, whatever. But I'm just trying to have a positive view on it. Like I said, if I had found that I can't afford to replace my glasses, my son probably would have, because they aren't that expensive, because I'm just using like over-the-counter readers. This is the 2.75. Because I couldn't remember if I was using 250 or 3. Um, but I see a little bit better with the 2.75, and I was thinking that I might need to go up a little bit. So, because either the glasses had scratches on the lenses or that were causing it to look blurry, or my vision was getting worse. So it's okay, because I probably wouldn't, if my vision's actually the problem, I would have needed to replace them anyway. So whatevs. Now I gotta get on my stuff because I'm running later than I wanted to because I had to run to the store. But I'm doing good. Gigi's over here being super cute. Jasper's somewhere being a dick because that's what he does. Um, and Minchie's downstairs, probably sleeping in Logan's laundry pile because she does that. It's cute. It's cute. But I am going to pop off and hope you guys have a good day. And if you guys are having a rough week too, just remember, as long as it's just a little shit and you're not in any real danger, it's not that big a deal. Though it can be very frustrating, especially if you're having stress. So keep a positive attitude. We'll get through this. The world has had worse times and people did survive it. I mean, the Black Death was devastating because we didn't have a way to take care of it. And a lot of people died, but a lot of people lived too. So just remember, it's not over till it's over. Keep positive attitude. Keep fighting. Things aren't even that bad yet. So, and I say yet because inevitably at some point in time, things are gonna happen because it's just history. You got your ups and your downs. It's just how it works. Um, but yeah, hopefully somebody will invent something or they'll figure out how to go live in space and things will get better because every time we advance, things get better. So, yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. So I'm gonna pop off and get some stuff done, and hopefully the rest of my day will be good. Because like I said, I wanted to do more housework, but I might just scrub out the kitchen because it needs to be scrubbed. I do need to do the hand washing because there's almost no knives in the block. I think my son-in-law's been eating the steaks, which is good because they need to eat the steaks. But yeah, I'm gonna pop off and I'll talk to you guys later and hope you have a great day. And that if you guys have little things breaking down too, that you're able to keep a level head and figure out how to get it fixed. I'll talk to you later. Bye.